Hello, thank you for joining me again as I share my journey dealing with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. A few days ago I posted a short video just as I was being admitted to hospital with severe coughing, lung issues. And I ended up staying 5 days in hospital, and mainly it was on antibiotics, and also they had me on diuretics, Lasix, to get the fluid off my lungs. Now, been out of hospital a few days, and it hasn't cleared up. It's just as bad as it was, without a lozenge. Can't speak without coughing. And these have been difficult weeks. As a matter of fact, on Monday, today's Thursday, on Monday I went back to a different hospital to have the cancerous growth on my arm cut out. And that went well on Monday. It hasn't been painful. And at least I'm rid of one of my 3 cancers now, hopefully. While I was in the hospital, we did an MRI. And we needed to do this because the CT scan of 2 weeks ago, there were just some inconclusive things there. So they said, let's do an MRI and see and make sure. Now, sadly, the news isn't good. The liver, the tumors in the liver have all doubled in size, those that were there before, and there are many new ones. So basically that means that the chemo hasn't worked. And I'm just waiting to see the oncologist. She's away this week, so early next week I'll see the oncologist and we'll talk about the future. What now? I don't know. There are several things that have been negatives. My strength is down. I'm much weaker than I was just a few weeks ago. My wife has been absolutely astounding during this time, just supporting me as my caregiver and just helping me through this very difficult batch. I cough almost constantly. I sleep upright most of the night in a sitting position because just a slight tilt causes me to cough. So it's been difficult, and slowly starting to see some symptoms develop now. And so the question is, what next? What lies ahead? Well, I think one of the things we've sort of spoken about at home is that we're probably entering a last month's scenario. I don't think it's last week's yet, but we recognize that it's going downhill pretty fast right now. So in the coming week, we're going to take our spare room, and the medical aid will provide us with a hospital bed so that I can sleep upright in a bed. And we're preparing it as a palliative care room. Not quite hospice yet, I hope. But it's a reality. We're getting to that stage where the downhill slide is becoming a little bit more steep. And, well, it is what it is. The cancer's growing, it's spreading, it's not responding to treatment. There's very few options left. One of the things we're going to do now is we're going to have my biopsy that they took a long time ago tested to see if I have the K-RAS mutation. That would give us one option, but we're not sure when it'll be in South Africa. But there is a new medication called daraxonrasib, and it does lengthen people's lifespan. But it's only just coming out in the States, and getting it into South Africa and whether I'd be able to get it and afford it and whatever else is just a question that we'll start looking into next week. Just a thought today. Thank you for praying. I'm very aware people are praying for me because it's been a hard few weeks. So please do continue. I'm just going to give you a little message today. If you think that if you suddenly got a terminal diagnosis, that would kick off a time of great spiritual growth, you're mistaken. If you think you can wait until one day when you're old and you've got time, then you'll develop your spiritual life. You'll get into the Word of God, you'll pray more. No. If I've learned one thing during this time, it's that more and more I'm drawing from my reserves. I'm drawing from the bank, all those scriptures I learnt and studied and loved. I'm drawing on the reserve of friends who pray for me when I can't pray. I'm drawing from that reserve of fellowship with God that is sometimes hard when you're sick. It's not as if there's no spirituality. It's just that it's not what I expected. I thought this would be the time of the greatest growth. And I've just been so grateful that I spent most of my life dedicated to the service of God because I can draw from those reserves. And they are keeping me going. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face shine upon you, give you peace. Thank you for your prayers.